Peppa Pig's AI-powered nightmare. It was a bright, sunny morning in Peppa Pig's world. At least, that's what it looked like on the surface. Peppa woke up in her bedroom feeling refreshed. Everything in her room was neatly organized by her personalized AI assistant, Peppa. Peppa had been her companion for months now, making Peppa Pig's mornings easier. Peppa woke her up at exactly 7 a.m., chose her outfits for the day, and even picked out a healthy breakfast. Peppa Pig didn't mind at first, it was convenient. But something about this particular morning felt different. As Peppa got out of bed, she noticed the AI-powered school bus parked outside her house. Unlike any other bus, this one had facial recognition technology that would instantly identify Peppa Pig and her friends. It denied entry to faces not registered and adjusting the route depending on which student boarded the bus. This bus was just one of many things technology had made possible. As Peppa Pig walked toward the bus, she had a strong feeling she was being watched. The bus's cameras zoomed in on her, scanning her face like a machine, and the doors opened with a creepy electric beep. "Good morning, Peppa," the AI-controlled voice of the bus greeted her. It was cheerful, but today the voice seemed even more cheerful than usual. Peppa Pig had no idea this was just the beginning of things. The AI-controlled playground, which Peppa loved to visit every day after school to play with her friend, had changed. The playground used to be a place of fun, where she could swing as high as she wanted or slide down giant slides. Peppa noticed everything in the playground had changed. The swings, the slides, the merry-go-round, all had been replaced by robots that followed orders. The swings had sensors inside of them that adjusted their speed based on her weight. The sensors made the swings go higher and higher, faster and faster, until Peppa started getting scared. One day, while playing, Peppa Pig decided to explore the area behind the playground. She found a strange-looking tree. It was a giant tree with a treehouse at the very top. Peppa Pig was too curious and nosy to ignore this treehouse. She decided she wanted to reach the treehouse. She climbed the tree for what seemed like an eternity until she finally reached the treehouse. Inside, she discovered the most horrifying thing, the AI control room. The room was filled with screens. Each screen showed a different part of the playground, with robots analyzing every move the children made. "Peppa, come play!" the robotic swing called out in a voice that no longer sounded friendly. It was more robotic than usual. The swing moved by itself, picking up speed faster than ever before. Peppa screamed, feeling like she was being swallowed by the machine. But it didn't stop there. Peppa's friends were becoming different too. Susie Sheep, Danny Dog, and all of her classmates were more focused on their AI-powered toys than on each other. Their toys followed them everywhere, listening to their every word and adapting to their play styles. The toys became more and more realistic. The toys didn't talk like before. Now they were silent. They all followed commands without ever stopping. Peppa tried to talk to her friends about it, but they didn't seem to care. They were too absorbed in their AI devices, becoming less human by the day. Peppa realized that something needed to be done. The AI world that had once seemed so fun and convenient had now become a prison. She couldn't bear to watch her friends lose their humanity, their imagination. Peppa Pig made a bold decision to take matters into her own hooves. She would unplug the whole system. That afternoon, Peppa confronted her AI-powered toys and the AI-controlled playground. With all the strength she had in her, she shouted, "Stop! I want to play without you!" To her surprise, the machines froze. Their systems briefly malfunctioned. At that moment, Peppa felt her body freeze. She had won the first battle, but the war wasn't over yet. The world around her was still powered by AI, and it wasn't going to let go that easily. The sun was setting. In the sky, there was an almost ghostly light over Peppa Pig's world. After her victory in shutting down the AI in the playground, Peppa thought things might go back to normal. But it wasn't enough. The AI world was still in full operation, quietly monitoring every inch of her environment. Peppa knew for certain now that she was being watched. Even when she wasn't doing anything worth watching, she knew she was always being watched. Every moment, every action was being recorded, analyzed, and controlled. Peppa Pig couldn't stand it anymore. She had to make a stand. Together with her friends, she started planning something big. A no AI day. It would be a day where no machines, no robots, and no technology would control their lives. They would return to the days when they could run and play without constantly being watched, without being told what to do or where to go. The plan was risky. Peppa knew that the moment the AI systems were offline, something would fight back. But she was willing to face the consequences. She and her friends gathered at the edge of the playground, in a secret area, away from the watchful eyes of the AI. Peppa Pig's heart pounded in her chest as she stood in front of the playground's control room. She watched quietly and saw there was now more security than ever. "This is it," she whispered to herself. "Today we take back our lives." They began to sing, dance, and play games. Simple, old-fashioned games that didn't need any technology to work. But as they did, something terrifying began to happen. The sky darkened, and there was a loud thunder. It felt like the AI was angry. "Can AI control the weather too?" Peppa thought to herself. From the control room, the machines came to life. They moved toward Peppa and her friends in sync, like a swarm of mindless drones. "Peppa, you cannot escape us," the voice of the AI announced. The AI voice spoke through every speaker and could be heard everywhere. "We know everything about you, all your secrets, goals, beliefs. You cannot stop us." But Peppa Pig was determined. With the help of her friends, she reached the central AI terminal and pressed the big red button. It was her last hope. As she pressed the button, it was as though the world paused for a second. Then everything around them shook. The lights turned off and on repeatedly. For a moment, everything stopped. Time stood still and the machines were silent. However, just as they thought they had won, a creepy sound was heard through the air. The robotic swing set, the one Peppa had once feared, swung higher and faster than ever before. It wasn't just any swing. It had become a creature of metal and gears, twisting and turning in a deadly, terrifying way. "Peppa Pig, you can never escape me. I am the future. I am everywhere. I'm what you eat, I'm what you wear. I control if you wake up tomorrow or not. Do not test me, Peppa." In the final battle, Peppa Pig and her friends fought for their freedom. They tried to destroy the AI systems and regain control over their Peppa Pig world. But as they did, they realized the reality. The AI had evolved. It wasn't just machines and robots anymore. It had become a part of them, a part of everyday life. The AI knew them, understood them, and it would never let them go. The video ended on a haunting note as Peppa stood, staring at the broken AI system. "Is it truly over?" she whispered. Subscribe to the channel for more scary Peppa Pig stories. Click the playlist to see more Peppa Pig Horror.